I think although there will be a lot of discussions on the proposals themselves, whether the labour reforms will go far enough and so on, I think the core of the discussion would be about solving this sort of incongruence or contradiction in terms, if you want to call it, between a government who has now put a lot of proposals which go even beyond what was being discussed prior to the referendum, that we have a new finance minister, and also that these proposals, quite significantly, were also approved by the Greek parliament. On the other hand, we have a government, the same government who was elected with a platform which goes against any sort of these proposals, and even has gone far enough to call a referendum and asking the electorate to vote against this type of package. So this in Congress we have to solve. We have to be reassured, and it's not a question of words, but a program that when implemented step by step, there will be a sort of a framework with a carrot and stick to make sure, whether reluctantly or not, that we would achieve the results being asked by these proposals.
So, Minister, which
solution? I mean, an agreement tonight. Do you think it's too early, or you think in one meeting?
No, this has to be solved today, because it's a question of coming up with this framework which gives reassurance to the finance minister. I don't think it's a question of one country being against and the other being in favor. I think it's a question, the skepticism, so to speak, is a healthy one. It's a question of degree. There are some who are very skeptical and there are who are less so. Thank you.
Which conclusion will you...
Mr. Noonan, have you made any progress tonight?
Minister van Overveld.
What is your objective?
We have adjourned our meeting and will continue tomorrow at 11. We've had an in-depth discussion of the Greek proposals. The issue of credibility and trust was discussed, and also, of course, the financial issues involved. But we haven't concluded our discussion, so we will continue at 11. It is still very difficult, but work is still in progress. That's all I can say.
We are close to the agreement.
Ministru, kif sejn l-affarijiet kollox jidher li l-ballun se jispiċċa f'idejn il-leaders l-lejla, dan huwa biex ngħidulek is-sweet talk ta' qabel il-breakup.
Li ġara huwa ħadd jaf li qabel ir-referendum konna affaċċjati b'talba ta' 7.2 biljuni biex jiġi estis il-programm l-antik. Daka skada, xi ħadd ukoll ġifieri il-poplu Grek ivvota fil-maġġoranza tiegħu kontra dak il-pakkett. Issa l-folja nqalbet. Issa qed ikun hemm talba għal inkixef lagħtu biex naraw eżattament x'inhi il-need il-bżonn tal-Greċja. U nsibu li hija mill-inqas 74 biljun u inċertezzi fis-sens li il-pakkett li qed jiġi offrut lill-Greċja u li qegħdin jidhru li qed jaċċettaw imur ħafna oltre minn dak li huma kienu rrifjutaw. Ġifieri hemm dubi u ma naħsibx li huwa fair li ngħidu hemm xi ministri favur il-bailout oħrajn kontra jew xi ħadd favur il-Greek exit. Ħadd huwa xettiku b'mod gradi differenti.
Imma ċerament m'hemmx fiduċja min-naħa tal-pajjiżi fir-rigward tal-Greċja, ġifieri fejn
hemm min isneppjaw qal mela allura jiena dana mhux konvinċenti minn 70 jista' jitla' 140. Nieħdu d-dejn. Id-dejn li saftit ilu kien qed nistenna jippikja fil-Greċja għal 125%, issa qed jgħidulna li jista' jitla' għal 200% mill-IMF. Jiġifieri trid tkun hemm xi ħaġa konvinċenti. Issa mhux kwistjoni tkun favur jew kontra. Kif tidħol għal bailout kbir bħal dan għal 3 snin sħaħ mingħajr ma tara eżitu minnu. Dik hija l-kwestjoni, ġifieri jekk hemm jekk ikun hemm framework fejn ikun hemm monitoraġġ mill-qrib li ma tħallix illi din il-bailout jeskala għal 80 fil-vojt, ġifieri pass pass bil-mod il-mod jibda anke minn dil-ġimgħa qabel ma jiġi firmat illi il-Parlament Grek jibda jagħmel leġiżlazzjoni fil-Parlament tiegħu biex jagħmel ir-riformi u tibda bil-mod il-mod. Jien naħseb li ħafna mill-pajjiż il-maġġoranza lest li jmorru along those lines, inkluż Malta. Jiġifieri aħna il-red line ta' Malta u ta' ħafna pajjiżi huwa li ma jkunx hemm haircut. Għax ma jagħmilx sens illi inti tagħti flus bailout ikbar wieħed mill-ieħor u mbagħad taqta' tal-passat u sejrin hekk, allura tiġi qisha xi skema.
M'intix qed tara żvolta drammatika fejn sal-aħħar tal-ġurnata tal-lum lill-Greċja intkom il-mexxejja jgħidulhom isma' there's no other option. Li btilqu mill-żona euro.
Ħadd ma jagħmilx sens lanqas anke kieku ma jirnexxix dan il-pakkett illi l-Greċja toħroġ b'mod bla doċċ bi kriżi umanitarja, ġifieri anke hemmhekk wieħed irid jara b'mod studjat kif fuq perjodu ta' żmien tingħata għajnuna umanitarja l-mod li huma ġifieri dan huwa għalissa huwa absent. Allura għalhekk ħafna mill-ministri huma konfużi bħal nies ta' barra. Xejn iżjed u xejn inqas.
Il-proposta min-naħa tal-Ġermanja għal 5-year plan hija xi ħaġa li Malta
ma ġietx diskussa.
Imma hija option li Malta kieku tissapportja?
Aħna rridu naraw bil-mod il-mod nisperaw inkomplu llum illi kwalinkwa li jkun hemm fuq il-mejda tara li jagħmel sens. Ma tistax ikollok pakkett li taf li bl-ebda immaġinazzjoni ma jista' dan il-Greċja jilħquh. Jitolbuhom surplus ta' 3.5% u iktar ma tara l-Greċja taċċetta, iktar tibda tiddubita li dan l-aċċettar mhuwiex ġenwin.
Fuq il-monitoraġġ, kif taħsbu li se twettquh dan?
Hemm ħafna metodi mela le.
Ġifieri jkollkom nies kważi jaħdmu mal-gvern?
Għandna we've got enough heads and expertise to really come up with a good framework where one would be convinced instead of waiting for 3 years and say, oops, you know, what we've done. And again, we'll go on in the history books like the other 2 bailouts. I think there should be now a very clear understanding that the phasing will be shorter and and we will get convinced and get more trust in seeing Greece turning around truly, rather than a big package which everybody knows it can't be implemented.
How difficult is it to get the conditionality you're seeking?
Well, it's for our experts and the institutions to come up with such monitoring, close monitoring and phasing of implementation.
Thank you.
Any comment?
Just stay where you are, actually.
So where is the car? I'm only going to say this once. So we're now going to inform the leaders. We've finalized our discussion. We've come a long way, but a couple of big issues still are open. So we're going to put those to the government leaders, and it's up to them. Thanks.
Just throughout the night was brinkmanship taking to its extremities, and even to the point where a Grexit was no longer a taboo and was on the table. So, considering that we reached that point, now we've retracted back from the very end of the cliff. I think it's a deal which, in the circumstances, I think the best in the circumstances, which gives the reassurances to the governments, especially those who are skeptical and who are really ready to get out of the bailout, to at least give them the time to see some implementation being done, and therefore to go in for the bailout, which is a lot of money.
But today your first task, it's the bridge financing. What can be done? What are you willing to do, the finance ministers, now?
No, my understanding is we'll do whatever is necessary. If we see it on a daily basis, things are moving. I think that's the signal we want, and I don't think that should be a problem.
What do you expect from the Eurogroup presidency election today? Wouldn't it be strange to change Eurogroup president right now?
Well, I don't want to comment on that. I've got our own opinion. We'll see how we can get it as smoothly as possible.
Was it good crisis management within the last month?
As regards meeting in Eurogroup, first of all, we noted with satisfaction that there is an agreement in a Euro summit, and it's to a large extent based on the preparatory work which Eurogroup has been made during the previous 2 days. So there is agreement how to move forward. Of course, now important part is really the implementation. So all eyes are on Greece, on prior actions and parliamentary votes, which needs to take place already by July 15th. Then the important element which was delegated back to the Eurogroup was discussion on a bridge financing. So Eurogroup explored different options as regards bridge financing and set up a working group which basically started the work already while Eurogroup was ongoing and discussing other matters, and correspondingly could explore all those options and advise how exactly to solve this bridge financing issue. And then on a separate note, I certainly would like to congratulate Jeroen Dijsselbloem with being re-elected as a president of Eurogroup, and would like to wish him a successful continuation of the work and really to deal with all those very complicated issues which Eurogroup is facing. Thank you. Thank you.
Question for CNBC. When do you expect to have a decision on the bridge financing for Greece?
Well, of course, it needs to be done very quickly, so hopefully we can reach it already in the coming days, but now it's really for a working group to assess different options, also different legal and political obstacles which different options are facing, and to find the right way forward. Once again, thank you.